Hello, bruvs. I've found the article which states that Gundella's first husband, Bernard Mulleague, died in a car accident. It was from the Observer newspapers, February 11th, 1970. And if I can find it in there, the article's big. She married in 1950. Focus. Come on, there you go. And had two children, a son now 18 and a daughter 17. Her first husband died in an auto accident in 1952, and 10 years later, she married John Kuklo, which is not true, obviously. Not that I'm condemning her. She obviously tried to get rid of the memory of Mr. Mulleague, who she married on May 25th, 1950, which I believe was her birthday, her 20th birthday, if I'm not wrong. So she married on her 20th birthday. She became a witch when she was 18, so 2 years earlier. How she got to Seattle and with Mulleague is a puzzle, but I'm sure somebody knows. And here he is, one of his mugshots. I would click this way and go to the next one, but for whatever reason, it just won't work on this old computer, which I'm relegated to. I guess I could buy a new one, but too cheap. So we will look at these. What's this? Forgery of the first degree. It says his occupation was a mail clerk. Forgery of the first degree. That was his first arrest in 46 that we know of. But I believe he signed up for World War II, though I do believe that they also were allowing people with criminal past to fight in the war for obvious reasons. Here's another of his mugshots. This one, 47, so this would have been right before he married her. Maybe she was writing to prisoners. Let me see if I can find the photo of a young Gundella. All right, that's what she looked about that time when she was 20-ish. Young Gundella. All right, back to Mr. Mulleague, Bernard, who had several stints in prison, as we've said. And also his father, who was an accountant, and I'm assuming that's how he learned the trade of forgery of checks, was through his father, who spent time in Folsom Prison and is actually buried there. He's one of 600 people buried in the Folsom Prison Cemetery. Well, 600 known. Forgery of fictitious names, which I assume is checks, false checks. So yeah, that's him. The great grandfather of the Kuklo children, Kuklo Rob. Or would he be that'd be the grandfather, wouldn't it? Yeah. Is there anything else pertinent in here? I believe there's his death notice. His name, he went by Buzz. No, that would be their great grandfather. This would be their grandfather, actual grandfather. Bernard Buzz J. Mulleague, 64, of Stockton, died of a heart attack Friday in a Stockton hospital. A native of Washington State, Mr. Mulleague had lived in Stockton for 27 years. He was a truck driver for R.H. Sampson Trucking. Survivors include his wife, Ruth Mulleague, 16 children. What? He had 16 children? Besides those two? So he had 14 children after. Maybe doesn't count those other two. Who knows? At Mr. Mulleague's request, there will be no services. He died 4 years before, well, less than 4 years, little under 4 years before Gundella, Marion Kuklo, and obviously had 16 children. So I wonder if they had any knowledge of their stepbrothers and sisters. I don't know. I do know that he was in some kind of trucking accident and became either incapacitated or unable to work. And I know there was a lawsuit at some point. I looked into that. But that's not much interest unless you're writing a book. And my whole purpose of writing about Gundella the book is that, or Gundella the Witch, is that if anyone writes a book, that basically I put all the information on the internet so no one can profit off it. How's that sound? Very anti-capitalist for a person who's a laissez-faire capitalist. Or believes in the concepts. I'm not sure that I fit the exact description of a laissez-faire capitalist. But I believe in the tenements, bruv. All right, that's all. Goodbye.